Welcome back. In this video, we'll see how to work on multi-row formula inside Alteryx. So multi-row formula, as the name says, you can apply formula on multiple records. The previous example, we have applied the formula on multiple columns. So multiple columns are known as multi-field, multiple records are known as multi-row formula. So let us see an example. The very first thing, I'll bring some data, input data, and I have kept the data in some folder. Let me open that file. And the name is multi-row data. Name of the file is multi-row data, folder number 5, section number 5, filters and functions. Now here, when I bring this data, it has only one sheet and I can just click on OK, execute. Now if you observe this data, which is having just 4 columns and 90 records, 4 columns and 90 records. And here the data consists of year, month, number, product name and the sales. Okay, very small data, 4 columns. Now one thing, if you see, this is the 2012, which is a year 2012, and there are 12 months in that data. So first, second, third, fourth till 12. If I scroll down at the bottom, I'll be getting again 2013 and then 12 months for that particular year. Okay, all the same. Also on the right hand side, if you observe, the product names are changing. Product A, product B, product C. If you keep on scrolling down, you can see different products are available. And you see different products, product B is available. So first thing what I want is, I want to fill down this data. So instead of null values, I want in the year column, the data should be 2012. Okay, in this 2012. And if I scroll down here, in this place, I want 2013 data. If I was in Excel, I could have used as Control D option. Control D in Excel can bring the data down. But Alteryx, how do I do in Alteryx? Here in Alteryx, I can just go to Preparation tab, pick up this multi-row formula, drag and drop into this canvas. Now first thing, I want to update an existing field. This is the existing field and the name of the field is year. So from here I've selected the column given as year. Now if I scroll down here, I don't want the grouping part, which is an option. So I don't want any grouping. But here at the bottom, I have the option as row -1. So we will apply some logic. The logic would be, if the year is null, suppose if the year value is null, it should pick up the data from the previous row. If it is not null, give me the same value. I repeat, if the value is given as, let's say, null, it will pick up the data from the previous row. Okay, again from the previous row and previous row. If it is having a value, it will not pick up any data. So let's write an expression here. So the expression is, I can write here as if is null, which column? The year column. Okay, now I might make a mistake in writing these things. So I can take help of this row plus 0. And I can just double click on year, close bracket. So enter. If is null year, then what I want the previous row data. Then row -1 year, else I can pick up here, let's say, year option. And then I can just write as end if. Okay, end if. So if is null year, then row -1 year, else year, end if. So this is the only expression which I have to write. Now when I click on run button, and you can see the existing field would be updated. When I click on the output anchor, and you can see 2012, 2012, 2012. So some logic you have to build. Based on that, you can get the answers properly. Now, this is one example. Now, what is the second example I want? I want here that based on the product, okay, based on the product, I can create some grouping part here. So let's see. So again, I can bring here multi-row formula, drag and drop into the canvas. And here I can tell them that create a new field. The name of the field is new field here. And I want to do a grouping based on the product. So what I want for every product, let's say product A, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For product B, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this way, the classification of grouping should be done. Okay. So here on the top, I can just give the name as, let's say, record ID. Record ID. And here I can put here. So at the previous one, so I can go back and I can put here record ID -1 plus 1. Okay, row -1, which is record ID plus 1. So whatever is the previous value, it will add some 1 value here. Now when I click on run button, see what happens. If I click on the output anchor, here in the output anchor, I'm getting the values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carefully observe, for this particular product, it is keep on giving the sequential numbers. Okay, in the sequential numbers from 1 onwards till the end. And if I scroll down here, from product B onwards, if you see that's a product B onwards, then again I'll have the value as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So all these numbers will be at the bottom here. So it has done a grouping based on that particular product. Why? Because I have told them to create or group based on the product, and I have just added them a sequential values. So record ID is an integer. It has started from number 1 till the end. So we have seen two examples. One is filling the null values at the bottom, and second is how do we group the data based on this multi-row formula inside Alteryx. I hope you have understood. That's all for this video.